Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aries for the month of December, including late November 2023. So welcome Aries, you are in your ninth house, which is the house of far horizons, travel, higher learning, spiritual learning, anything philosophical at all that you might be interested in or drawn to this 4 weeks is really going to be under the spotlight. We are in the sign of Sagittarius, so it's your fellow fire sign. So let's see what is in store for you, Aries. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So indeed it is fantastic. The Wheel of Fortune is all about good luck, destiny, things that are just meant to happen. This big wheel here turns constantly. Sometimes we're at the bottom of the wheel and going upwards, we reach the top and then we go down. So it's this constant cycle, a lot like life, sometimes for good and sometimes difficult, but that's the way it works. It's destiny. So let's see where you are going to be and what's going to be happening in this 4 weeks, dear Aries, in your ninth house. Got 2 heavy eclipses behind us in October. Hopefully you let go of anything that was sort of impinging you or holding you back, or things that you just knew you needed to let go of, because that's what eclipses do. They help us to, you know, throw out all things that aren't necessary in our life anymore. Wheel of Fortune, big card, big energy, massive. So let's see where you are right now. And you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is all about your moral compass, what is right and what is wrong, the way we do things in our lives, what means to us. It talks about high government bodies, all those sort of things, but it just, I think mainly my interpretation of the Hierophant is just that moral compass, what is right and what is wrong for you, no matter what. You might have a good luck, something, Wheel of Fortune brings you in something, but then also with another big card like the Hierophant, you've got to be ready to examine that for its moral code. Does it fit your moral code or not? Is very much where you're at the moment. So no matter what it is, it's a big card. So take heed for that, please, Aries. It's the card for Taurus, so it's very earthy as well. So it's sort of, you know, it's got a strong, solid foundation to it. Very spiritual card as well, of course, because the Hierophant is indeed the High Priest. Okay, what has influenced that and the rest of the reading is the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles, earthy card, obviously 3 is all about foundations, solid foundations, doing well and about to move on to the next sort of chapter, I suppose, or the next elevation that you're doing. It sort of also portends to working well with others, you know, your work, how you sort of perceive your role in your workaday life, and we all have it one way or another. It's also the card, a very spiritual card about spiritual learning. So who's the teacher, who's the student? Are you the teacher or the student? And these roles sort of interact with one another, and especially with relationships as well. It's all about what you're learning from a particular person in your life, whether it be friend, whether it be platonic, whether it be romantic, whether it be work. There's always something in it where we're either learning or we're teaching. So wonderful card, very positive card for you in terms of your everyday life and how you interact with others and what the lesson is therein, what it is for you to learn. Let's have a look at the background. And we have the 6 of Wands, so doing really well. So we're talking about October, November here, things going along swimmingly with the 6 of Wands. Very nice card, even card, but it also, it's like a homecoming parade card. It's a card of having done well and sort of just coming there and coming along and everyone going, you're doing a really good job, keep at it. So excellent in terms of progress. Also, it's a fire card, so it's very much about action and where you actually in your life, where you are in terms of how everything comes together for you, particularly Aries, because it's a fire sign card. And 6 is also very harmonious, and it's sort of, it's a good luck card as well, but it's sort of cheering you on to keep going and keep, you know, putting in good energy to stuff because you're doing very well. Recent influences, and we have justice, so karma, and we all know what karma is. You put in, you get out what you put in. You don't put in, you don't get out. You put in, you get it. So, and it's also, you know, it's very reflective too with this 3 of Pentacles. Have you been putting in into your life with the people in your life and the environment you're in, whether it be work, home? Another big card, so karmically, it's about you looking over, surveying the scene and going, yeah, well, how's that working out for me? Is that okay? Especially when we've got the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about that, you know, putting in and getting out. It's either reaping rewards or not for your past interactions, so to speak, whatever they are, in whatever sphere, and you know what that is, Aries. So very important card as well. So big, so far quite a big time coming up for you people, Aries. So let's now see what the lesson you're learning is. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is indeed very much air energy, communications, how you sort of communicate with people. And you've got here with the Ace of Swords, this is a breakthrough card, so it's really important. Something that was cloudy and murky before and you couldn't make sense of it, you didn't know how you were going, well, this is the card that sort of brings in that clarity for you to go, oh, okay, now I get it, now I see exactly what all this has been for. I've got this clarity now. I'm ready to get off. Aces are always about new beginnings, so a very promising card as well. With all these big karmic cards you've got as well, big major arcana cards, and then you get a breakthrough. And that's really good too, because if our mental energy is all cloudy, it's just like chasing your tail. You can't sort of see where the gap in the clouds is, and here you have it. So well done in that sense, Aries. It's a great card to get, especially with communication too, which is really important, especially when we're looking at what we're looking at here. Let's have a look at near future, and we have 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is a very interesting card. Actually, it talks about, it's a Scorpio card. It's all about, you can't have everything all of the time. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And because we are in Scorpio as I'm recording this now, and this is exactly this Scorpio in this week, the whatever it was, it's up to the 17th. So we're the 17th today. So this last week, this is this card. So it talks about, be careful, you know, that you're not wanting everything emotionally at once. You want this, you want that, you want everything, and you want it all to be all of the time. Well, it's just not possible in the way we live in this universe. It's just not. We can have this, but then we can't have that. It's sort of like this constant cycle of, you know, working through things and sort of actually karmically receiving rewards for certain things and not getting them for others. So, and especially where in emotional relationships to be, I'd say wary of, if it looks too good to be true, there are areas it probably is. So being a bit more skeptical and cynical about something that may seem to be absolutely unreal, but really at the end of the day there's something there that's going to pull the rug out from underneath you because it is too good to be true. Okay, so let's see what's happening that you're not realising, and that's tucked down here. This is also, you know, very much explaining about that one. And we have the Star, so another massive spiritual card, a major arcana card. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be on your path, and as long as you're moving forward, you can do no wrong. It's when you stop, it's when you live it, you're living in the past, that you miss all these fantastic things that come across your path, or reasons why people come in, why they leave, what all that. It's very simple at the end of the day with the star. It's just about having that hope and faith and moving forward, and just acknowledging that everything happens for those particular reasons. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 big cards so far, Aries. So it looks like a very interesting month for you, and it's a fire sign month too, so that will go down well with you guys. Fire and fire love each other most of the time. How others see you. 8 of Pentacles, doing really well. And perhaps too, that maybe in terms of your workaday life or whatever projects you've got on, there's something new coming in, or you know, there may be something else that you're sort of working towards in terms of goals to be achieved. Something really great there that can be happening, and that will be happening for you, because obviously how others see you is this mature apprentice, what is master's apprentice. It's like going on to do something else once you're working, you know, once you've sort of established your career, and then you might be looking, what's next, what do I want to do next, if you know what I mean. So beautiful card, the 8 of Pentacles. As you can see, there's 8 bits of pentacle there, so it's all about money coming in and being accessible as well, because of your talents and whatever it is that you do. So once again, beautiful card. Positive feelings. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so very grounded, very practical, sorting through things. Very much she is your, what you're feeling positive about, very much in the practical world. She's tied to the earth. She comes from the earth, actually. She's deep rooted into the earth, and she just knows how to sort of, yeah, she's the person. You love going to her home because everything's always happening there. It's very convivial, it's very lovely. She's a very sort of open soul, and this is who you're seeing yourself. That's your positivity for this 4 weeks, and it's a beautiful card, the Queen of Pentacles. And it might be a woman, it might be your mother, it might be somebody as well. Very female energy, obviously, as it's a queen, who just gives you advice, or you take it, go to her for advice. She's very stable indeed. So a really nice card. And maybe it's just saying to you too, because you've got a few pentacles here as well, you've got the 3 of them. So it's sort of saying you're very, very grounded, you're doing well, you're going places. So you're feeling positive about that. Let's now see the final outcome. And we have the 4 of Cups. So there's a bit of a dip there with the 4 of Cups. It's about the wanting of the human kind for more. Like, we've got this, we not want more. Also, it could be if you're not in a relationship, or your relationship sort of hit a bit of a bit of a lull, where you're just thinking, oh, what's happened? You know, the honeymoon's over. But it's like, no, it's just the way it goes sometimes. And that this card sort of often asks us to look around and see what we have got, not what we haven't got. Because we've got plenty where we are here, most of us, compared with other people. We have enough of everything. So it's about not being complacent and just riding through that very temporary sort of void that the 4 of Cups can bring emotionally, where we think, oh, but if only I had that new dress, or if only I had that trip to Europe. It's like, yeah, well, you've got enough actually, so be grateful for what you have. Okay, let's see your beautiful Avalon Oracle cards. Let's see what you've got there coming through for you. Give me the message, please, for Aries, December 2023. And we have Perception, number 42. This marker requires you to contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see? Do you peer through those of prejudice or judgment? Are you viewing your present circumstances by projecting your past? This is the time to slow down, to observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and a willingness to examine your life and others through a pair of neutral eyes. Within you, awareness is transcending your ego's separated sense of self. Rise above it, see through your soul, and know that things aren't always what they appear to be. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and wait, and to wait. Perhaps all you need to do is relax and put on another pair of glasses. Then what is in front of you might be magically transformed. Perception is everything. Take no further action until you see this message applies to your current situation. Then, once you've shifted your perception, you may find that this was all you needed to do. Thanks so much, Aries, for listening. Have a great 4 weeks. Au revoir.